Now that the site has been defined, let's create a simple HTML page to put out on the internet just to verify that all of our settings are correct and things are going where they need to be. All right. So in this little file palette here, you'll notice that there's an option here that says connect to remote host. If I choose that option, it's going to connect to the remote host. And what's great is Dreamweaver now you can click anywhere and it actually goes into the background. You'll see it right down here in this bottom corner of kind of what's happening with it. There we go. Now if you look up here, this file changed. It now says www/ and I have a couple of little folders here. What does all this mean? Well, these folders are what's on my internet server. So I'm actually looking at my server right now. And you can tell what you're looking at by this option right here where it says remote view. So here is my local folder on my computer. There's the C right there. There's the remote view, so it's telling you on the internet what we're looking at. If we had a testing server set up, you would see the testing server. And currently we don't have a sitemap, so you can't see any of the map views, but I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so we'll go back to remote view. And it disconnected, so we'll just hit connect to remote host again. Disconnected because we went to the testing server. So we're going to give that a second to update. There it is. And as you can see, we have a folder on there called stats. Well, we never created this folder, but this was created by our web host provider. And this folder gives us statistical information about who's coming to our website and things like that. We also have a CGI bin if we wanted to add some Perl scripts or some kind of scripts. And then these 4 funky folders, actually 5, really weird looking folders, those are from front page extensions. So if you want to activate front page and use that as instead of Dreamweaver, you would have these folders that the system automatically creates. All right, what I want to do now is create a website or a web page. I'm sorry, let me cancel that here. Go to local view, and I'm going to hit create new HTML, and I'm going to create a little simple page that says welcome world. Okay. Just some simple text. I'm going to save this. Okay, again, I don't have any other pages, so I'm going to say index.html. Okay, and some people like HTML. I like HTML. It's fine. We'll hit save. You notice it's right here. Now let's get this onto our website. So I'm going to go to our website, show you what it looks like right now. dtwebdesign.com, and there's nothing there. Okay. Now watch. I'm going to select this file, and I'm going to hit this up arrow, which means put this on the server. We don't have any dependent files, but I'm just going to say yes. So in the future, it will automatically put dependent files. All right. Now watch. I'm going to come over here and hit refresh. And there's my web page. So it's just that simple to take things from your local hard drive and drop them off at your web host very easily. Now, there's one thing that I want to talk about, and that's on our remote view, this folder right here, stats. I don't want that folder on my hard drive. I have no need for that folder on my hard drive. So what I can do is go right-click, cloaking, and hit cloak. You notice it has a red slash in it. What that means is when I synchronize my website, it will not download that folder. It'll cloak it out. It's invisible to my local hard drive. All right. So let's say you had a certain type of graphic that was a really big graphic or a PDF file that you know you're never going to update. You can cloak it. That way it doesn't have to keep uploading, downloading all the time. All right. So let's go back to our local view and let's make some folders. Very easily you can right-click, new folder. Yeah, so I actually made a new file. Let's delete that. Actually, delete is just highlight it and hit delete on your keyboard. That'll get rid of it. Let's come in here with new folder right there. We'll say images, and that's how easy it is to make new folders. Now, I'm going to drag and drop a whole bunch of images in here. And to get all of these folders, I just click and drag and drop them in. Okay, so that's the images folder. I'm going to drag and drop my Flash and make sure I drop it on this top folder here. Okay, so you can see here I have a Flash folder and it's got some elements in there. And then I have a XML document which is called quotes, and I'm going to drop that on the word site. Now by dropping it on the word site, you see the folder structure. These two are at the same folder. This is one folder. This is one folder in, and that would be the third folder or the third file in. So that's kind of how these are organized. So let's get our entire website put onto our server. Hit the blue arrow. We'll say yes, we want to put the entire site out on the server. Hit OK. And there it goes. It's going to actually dump all those files, as you can see, directly on the server. That's easy for us now that we don't have to constantly update. We can now just upload certain files that we want to tweak with. Alright, so once you're done, you can actually go over to Remote View and you can see that the images have been uploaded, the Flash folder was uploaded, and our quotes were uploaded. So great way to verify what you've got. Now let's say you wanted something on the server you wanted on your local folder. Let's say the CGI bin. You can then hit the green arrow, okay, which is Get Files or Get Folders. Okay, so when you go to Local View, there it is. So that's how you can synchronize these back and forth. Now, if you had the check-in and check-out options, this is how you would check out a file. So you'd highlight the file, hit checkout. Okay, highlight a file, hit checkout, and when you're done, you can check it back in. So that's how you would utilize this files folder. Now that I have the quotes activated here, let's go to Map View. Okay, we'll go into Edit. We need to determine under our sitemap layout, we need to determine the home page. We'll say index. Okay, give it a second to calculate, and you'll see right here that at current only one page will show up in our map view. So there it is. However, as we add more and more pages, you'll see a whole hierarchy of different pages that are peeling off of this. So now that we've got our site connected, our files uploaded, let's actually get in there and start building some web pages. Now, the best way to build these web pages is to build one file, get everything the way we want it, and then tear it apart. And so we can make many more files based off of one. We're going to look at cascading style sheets. We're going to look at inserting different elements and page holders. There's so much that we're going to be able to cover in this training kit that if you get lost at any time, just watch the lesson again. Check out the different elements that we're doing or functions that we're doing within that lesson. So let's get started.